I've run, I am proud in the manner I ran them. They are there for public record. What Nairobi needs is not just is integrity and competence, and somebody who has passion to sort out the mess that is existing in Nairobi. My brother has spoken about playing a political agenda and his deputy playing the managerial agenda, which means both of them individually do not have the mix. They have to look into each other. That one is not capable of being the governor, and the other one is capable of being a deputy governor because he needs a political muscle at the top. So we really do not know. The Constitution is very clear that the chief executive is a governor. Therefore, you need a governor who can mix both. I've led a successful constituency for 10 years, was re-elected with an overwhelming majority in 2007, probably the largest in Kenya, majority, because of what I did. I left Kenya Re 15 years ago. It has done very well in the Nairobi Stock Exchange. It has doubled what the initial placing figure was. I've never heard of a problem in the last 15 years. That tells you I set a good foundation. Running City Hall, you need to be a team player, build your technical capacity within City Hall, have your vision, try and implement everything that you have in your vision. Yes, we do have a manifesto. The fact that we have not launched, we have our ideas and plans, and we are going to say them sooner than later. And that is what we want to see, that they are implemented, because you have to have a leader from the top. If you want to drive a vision, the vision driver must be the governor, must be the person with the vision, and must be the person who is driving it down.
Thank you. Mr. Kidero, you have been in office for the last 5 years, and most of your colleagues actually have mentioned the fact that there have been many audit queries that have been raised about the city, county government, whether it is outstanding impress, failure to account for parking revenues, missing tanks even, and one of the things that have come out is that in many instances, the Auditor General is not able to give a proper view of whether the accounts are true or not. And the question of how much money is spent on development versus recurrent expenditure. How would you look Nairobians in the eye and tell them that 5 years later they're better off than they were the last time, and therefore they need to entrust you again with their resources?
Joe, you know the process of audit. The questions are asked, but unfortunately the Auditor General is short of staff. And because he represents a fairly tight constitutional timelines, he writes his reports before he gets the management responses. All the 2013, 2014, 2014, 2015, and 2015, 2016, all the answers have been given, and they've gone through our assembly, and 2 years have gone through the Senate. My friend Peter Kenneth talks about passion. If he was passionate about Nairobi, he wouldn't have gone to run as a member of parliament in Murang'a. But also, if he was passionate about Nairobi, he wouldn't have been saying, I could go to Nakuru, I could go to Murang'a, or I could come to Nairobi, as God gives to management jobs. I'm consistent, I am predictable, I am reliable, and I'm dependable. My friend, you asked my friend, Mr. Sonko, pertinent questions, which law they would use, and he did mention that I flouted the Constitution. But if only you would check, because what he's referring to is Article 207 of the Constitution. But you need to read it with Section 109 of the Public Finance Management Act, 2B. Then you'll see. And this was even a case. It was a petition 560 of 2015 by Benjamin Mutura, on which Judge Lenaula actually ruled that we had acted within our rights. And for Mr. Miguna, I don't think being an activist or talking a dozen to the minute makes you a good manager.
Mr. Kenneth, you were mentioned very specifically. Was there was Nairobi an afterthought for you? Because there was a time, yes, some people said you were going to run in Murang'a. You even contemplated it, it appears, and suddenly you came to run in Nairobi.
My statement was very clear at the time. You can check it, that I had approaches from many people. I was actually listening, and it is good to listen, it is good to consult, and I made a decision after talking to the people of Nairobi. In the same vein, if my friend is as competent, is as passionate, he would not have left the nation media to go and work in Mumias. So he needs to look at the speck in his eye and decide where his passion is. And you know, he's a governor for the last 4 years. He's told you he's learned the potholes. It takes long to learn.